Here now is Democratic strategist Sascha Burns. Sascha, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good to be here,
appreciate
Pete.
it. Absolutely. So you support this bill, correct?
I support the president acting as if he's mentally fit. So, therefore, I support the bill trying to sort out whether he is and whether he's going to.
So do you feel that, like, the president is not mentally fit?
I think more likely he's terribly foolish and completely unstrategic. That's what I think.
So are you, okay, go ahead.
Well, he plays his hand. This whole talk about the tweets and whether they matter. Below the dignity of the office of the presidency, we knew what we were getting in that regard. Why they matter is because he shows how easy he is to manipulate. He shows, if you flatter me, I like you. If you don't, I don't like you. That, if it's not mentally unfit, it's certainly not strategic.
Is he not exposing how easy the media is to manipulate, how predictable their reaction is, how breathless they respond and immediately go to unfit for office, as opposed to a critique for the fact that, hey, CNN's been publishing stuff that isn't true?
Well, which they retracted. So
not all of it.
President Trump says a lot of things that aren't true and he doesn't retract them. But that aside, understanding what you're saying, the media's numbers are soaring in terms of ratings, right?
But
his tweets bring great ratings. His numbers are plummeting.
No, their
so
credibility
who's
numbers in the media.
home,
We did a poll yesterday. The USA Today and Suffolk poll shows that President Trump's approval rating is at 40% and the media's is at 36%. The media's credibility is lower than it's ever been because they've been exposed for offering up fake news that is biased against this president.
But their ratings aren't. Their ratings are soaring. So, it depends on what you're looking for.
So they love to use him for ratings because
no,
he is... No. They love to. It's verified. In fact, Joe and Mika, who he criticized with a tweet over at Morning Joe, they loved to use him for ratings for months and months to play that up. And then the minute he turned or he didn't pursue the policies they like, now they turn on him. So is it not the case that the media loves to play this double game?
I would say that if you take it in terms of Trump, he loved them when they gave that to them. And now that they're scrutinizing him, and there's a lot of beating up on him, he brings it on himself. If he didn't talk about having Russia involved with firing Comey, it wouldn't be an issue. If he didn't say that all that he does about Russia and admiring Putin, it wouldn't be an issue.
You can say
he
those
brings
things
it on himself.
But it's the Democrats and the lapdog media that then takes it to the next level and says, well, then therefore it must be collusion. Therefore it must be obstruction, absent any evidence at all. But I want to get back to this bill because you've got 25 Democrats that support this bill that believe he's mentally unfit. You support this bill. Have you consulted with physicians, psychiatrists who've given a legitimate consultation that this president is unfit?
No, I would say that it goes back to the people who are around him who are doing all this leaking, his closest advisors. They're the ones
we don't know
that
his
I
closest
think
advisors. We know it could have been embedded inside the bureaucracies and others who are working against this president. We don't know
the ones who leaked about
levels.
His giving that classified information to the Russians. That was absolutely his staff at the highest levels. Who else knew about it? The ones who were in the room that said he asked everybody to leave.
So you're saying that
his
chief of staff and his strategists, they're all out to get him, when in actuality, those that are closest to them understand they're closing ranks to protect the agenda this man is pursuing. But again, do you have any sense that the Democratic caucus in the House has consulted on whether or not he really is mentally unfit, or are these armchair crackpot Democrats making a purely partisan statement?
I would say they have talked to as many experts as Trump did when he said that Obama was from Kenya. How many experts did he get information from? So, I mean...
So he's a private citizen talking about things. Now he's the president of the United States, and these are elected members of Congress passing a bill, pushing a bill they know won't pass so that they can make him look bad. You would acknowledge that's the motive.
They are creating a narrative. We're sitting here talking about it, right? So let's go back to 80% of Republicans don't like his tweets. He steps into everything. So I said, please don't throw me in the briar patch. You hand him something, and he's got to take it. He fights back. He fights back. You know what? Life isn't fair.
Life isn't fair?
The media is not fair.
Punches and counter-punches are not fair. You're very... Sascha Burns.
Rise above it.
Tough stance to defend. You came on to do it. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.